What is ZCash? In this video we're going to break down the basics of ZCash. ZCash is a new cryptocurrency that allows people to make transactions without the fear of their identity being discovered. Everything you need to know about having ZCash. 2 meters jumped again after hitting the mine's price on May 11th. As the price of Bitcoin loses momentum again, it seems that retail investors are eager to gain access to large cryptocurrencies in line with their market value. Basically, FR removes 20% of the reward from each block, distributing it among the founders, developers and investors of ZCash. It really hurts because a lot of 2 miners, Grin miners, have used this exchange. Since our pool is completely anonymous, transferring the balance from one wallet to another is not possible. While ZCash miners still receive only 80% of blockchain rewards, 8% of the remaining 20% goes to the large endowment fund, which aims to support blockchain investors. Third-party development. Like Bitcoin, the ZCash blockchain is programmed to have miner fees every 4 years. This is to prevent inflation, which can be caused by excessive pressure from the coin, and to preserve the value of the cryptocurrency. Unlike most cryptocurrencies on the market, ZCash transactions generally do not reveal information about the sender's address and receipt, as well as the amount. Now, you might be wondering how you can invest in such a public blockchain, right? This is where the concept of zero proof of knowledge comes into play most clearly. Like the other side, you are definitely more interested in the differences between ZCash and a developer. As you might have guessed, the privacy difference is huge as ZCash specifically focuses on securing more anonymous and confidential transactions than the deity of cryptocurrency. This is undeniable proof that transactions can be confirmed without disclosing the sender, receipt, or even the amount. With that explanation, let's now focus on what's coming in a few days, the next major network update called Canopy, and the first half of ZCash. ZCash, of course, supports multi-signature transactions, for example, multiple signatures, which require multiple signatures to confirm an action. For example, before an action can be authenticated on the network, 2 or 3 other users must agree to connect. In his article on 2 miners, he shares some helpful tips that he tried and proved. For example, Derek gives advice on purchasing hardware components for a basic mining rig and connecting them correctly. He also explained many complex terms in layman terms such as stocks, mining, block types, and cryptocurrency wallets. Bitcoin Geld and Bitcoin SV were also half engaged in April. When the first half of ZCash occurs, the ZCash reward changes from ZEC 6.25 to ZCash 3.125. This will effectively bring the ZCash annual inflation down from 25% to 12.5%. The total amount of ZEC mined per miner and per block will increase from 6.25 ZEC to 3.125 ZEC to 1,046,400 blocks over the next semester. As a privacy-focused cryptocurrency, ZCash has certain risks that differ from other cryptocurrencies. Given the extensive protection and the ability for users to roam anonymously, investors were concerned that ZCash could be at risk of listing on major exchanges. In other words, the user can prove that he has certain data, such as secret keys, without revealing any data and without requiring interaction between the statement and the authenticator. Aside from general educational concerns about ZCash, some ZCash viewers suspect that the price drop for ZEC was due to the fact that miners sold their new ZCs. Keeping your assets private, not just moving them privately, is probably the only way to ensure complete financial privacy in the world of cryptocurrencies. It is difficult to predict the evolution of prices and the use of the blockchain, since there is no certainty that mining this cryptocurrency will always be profitable. The initial target for any real increase in ZEC prices is the $100 mark, a significant step above what would confirm half the impact of inflation. Cardano's price has been trending downward since the beginning of this week after the ADA broke the uptrend line twice. Since these two pillars are so close together, the suppliers had 2 very good inputs to play their short roles. In the next couple of years, we can expect growth equal to half of Bitcoin's. Higher market value Bitcoin forks like Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash haven't changed much since their own stops. In general, ZCash can be a marginal element for privacy. New developer funds will prioritize research and programming over early investors, so technological advances in protocol can improve the fundamentals. This allows Chainalysis to find and deliver business value and at least treat the sender as the recipient for over 99% of ZCash's business. Chainalysis explains that this can be done because most ZCash users do not use privacy enhancement features. Chainalysis also cites a research article by legal entity RAND, which found that less than 0.2% of cryptocurrency addresses on the dark web were ZCash addresses. It remains to be seen how mining will capture the attention of governments around the world and whether they recognize the intrinsic value of these cryptocurrencies alongside other valuable assets such as gold. Unsurprisingly, a management team of experienced mathematicians and cryptographers develops and maintains cryptocurrencies. CoinDesk, a leader in news and information on cryptocurrency, digital assets, and the future of money, is a media hub that adheres to the highest journalism standards and adheres to strict editorial guidelines. CoinDesk is an independent subsidiary of the Digital Currency Group that invests in cryptocurrencies and blockchain startups. Bitcoin, the largest cryptocurrency by market value, fell in the third half of May 11th, reducing the reward for each mining block from 12.5 to 6.25 bitcoins. Half is on, so the process is slow and miners can look forward to massive rewards over time before the last ZEC coin is mined and only cleared. With professional tax. As with Bitcoin, ZCash inflation was high in the beginning and will drop significantly over time. New ZEC coins will be mined until the maximum amount of ZEC coins of 21 million is reached. The downside question could be linked to the optimistic claim that Bitcoin could repeat history by skyrocketing in price over the next 12 months. The cryptocurrency fell 30% in the 4 weeks after the second half of July 9, 2016. Users can provide their private and encrypted data as needed for regulatory compliance such as auditing. The NU5 update was the next major update we encountered while viewing this ZCash review. As we mentioned in our ZCash review, their blockchain aims to address two major problems that most blockchains face today. Therefore, from a documentary point of view, it is not particularly interesting that the annual inflation of ZCash on November 18 will fall to 12.5%. I agree with this point of view, but it makes no sense to focus on the half, as with a scarf. Some or all of the information on this site may be out of date, incomplete, or invalid. We may update information that is out of date, incomplete, or inaccurate, but we are under no obligation to do so. Prior to this update, 20% of the prizes went to the Electric Coin Company, the ZCash Foundation, and the founders. Specifically, ZEC is a resource token used to support blockchain incentives such as those provided to miners or used to pay taxes on businesses. In addition, ZCash expects the ZEC to become a viable alternative to other currencies such as the US dollar. Thus, ZEC tokens can be used to make payments in various point-of-sale systems in which ZEC ZCash has been introduced. The authentication protocol, registered on the 26th on CoinMarketCap, uses an unknown encryption system to complete transactions. Halving is a hot topic for any cryptocurrency, and ZCash is no exception. Let's take a look at these aspects and the different situations that can arise after the second half.